Good morning, friends. Today we are going to discuss a very important poem, An Elementary School Classroom in Islam. The main idea of this poem is to introduce us, the children who live in slums. It also describes the attitude of different people towards these children, who can improve their conditions if they try to take some steps. Here, the poet's voice is concerned for those children who live all their life in slums. They have no joys or blessings in their lives. They have to spend their lives in their narrow streets and congested huts which look like a catacomb. These children are taught in a school classroom in slum area. Their faces are all pale and their hair are torn like rootless weeds. There is a tall girl with her head weighed down. There is a boy who looks as thin as a paper. His eyes are looking like those of a rat. There is a boy with twisted bones. Hence, we can understand that Stephen Spender tries to picturize the sympathetic picture through this poem. So, without further ado, let us get the main idea of this poem. The poem, An Elementary School Classroom in Islam, is composed by Stephen Spender. Friends, you know very well that Stephen Spender is very important playwright of your syllabus because he has written a great treatise for your syllabus, that is the interview. It means he appeared in the interview lesson also. In this poem, the poet describes about the poor conditions of children in elementary school in slum area. The poet describes the poor children's conditions. You know very well that their conditions is not so good. The poet deals with the theme of social injustice and class inequality. Note it down in your notebooks that this is the main topic of this poem and the main theme of this poem, that which is described here: social injustice and class inequality. The poor children are pale looking. The students who are reading in that school are pale looking. It means that their health condition is not so good. Their hair like rootless weeds. His hair is not well set and they are torn. Their future is dark. It means that we can't say that their future is bright because they have no direction. That's why the poet used here term their future is dark. There are some donations in the school. You know very well that there are so many donations which usually comes to school for government school, and these donations have already come to this school, but you know very well that there is no use of all that type of donations for those students because they are not so healthy. Eh, Keep in your mind, my dear students, that first of all we should be healthy, then we have to do our education work. It means that a sound mind lives in a sound body. That is a right saying. There are some donations in the school. For example, Shakespeare head. In this poem you will find that Shakespeare is described here as wicked. It means that he is not so wicked, but there is no relationship of those students to the Shakespeare's wisdom because he is very wise person, but all those students are not need of the wisdom of Shakespeare because they are not so good in physical health. And there are some other phrases also used in this poem. For example, the picture of cloudless dawn and open handed map, but these are all useless for them. There is no need of all those sources which are provided by government resource. But the poet says that the poor children must be taken out of the slum to improve their health conditions. So, in this poem, the poet raises only one concept that there is a great dismay and there is a great sorrow, that is social injustice and class inequalities. I hope you have understood this poem. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.